Hey, what's up, everyone? So, this is the dashboard, okay, which we are going to create in this particular tutorial, okay. And so, we will be using this particular data set over here, and so the end result would look something like this, okay. So, without wasting any more time, so let's start it. Okay, so to visualize the Amazon Prime data, first of all, we need to load the data into our Power BI. So let's add the CSV file. So this is the data which we are going to visualize today. Clicking on load. So our Amazon data file is loaded over here. So first of all, let's do the map visualization. Okay, clicking on field map. So we will visualize show ID by country. Okay, so okay, so now click adding the values. Let's build the visual. Okay, let's clicking on upgrade. And let's add show ID to tooltips. Okay, and making it counting distinctly. Okay, perfect. And so yeah, let's also, I think I should rename it show ID by region or country. Perfect. Keeping it in center, making it bold, and changing the font to Arial black. Perfect. And I can also change the effect. Okay, I'll do that later on. Okay, so now let's come to second visualization, which is donut chart. Okay, so let's click on the donut chart visual. And yes, so the purpose is over here with donut chart is to show movies versus TV shows breakdown. Okay, so in the let's keep it aside. We can go with pie chart also. So we can add show ID. Okay, in the donut chart, I've added type over here, and in the values, we can drag the measure. Okay, count or aggregate. So add show ID. So I think we can add show ID over here, and we also have to count it distinct. Okay, okay, perfect. So let's change the title of it also to Arial black only. Shows count. Perfect. changing it to Arial black, aligning it. Okay, so two of the visualizations are done, and then now let's come to the third visualization, which is area chart, which I'm gonna visualize it through area chart. Okay, and the purpose for it is to show total shows by release year. Okay, uh, clicking on the area chart. Yeah. So I'm gonna click add release year in x-axis. And I'm gonna add show ID in y-axis. And in the legend also we can add, I guess, type, like release year. We are visualizing show ID, have to count distinct only, and type in the legend. Okay, perfect. So as you can see over here, our area chart is done. So now similarly I'm going to change the title a bit. Show ID by release year. Changing it to Arial black, my favorite font, aligning it. Perfect. Rest we will do later on. Let's visualize all charts first. And now we will be doing horizontal bar charts 2 times. Okay, first to show ID count by rating, and then show genres by total number of shows. Okay, categorizing genres by total number of shows. Okay, so let's do it. Horizontal bar chart. So clicking on stacked bar chart. Okay, and so we're gonna add rating to axis or y axis, rating to y axis. Okay, and we're gonna add a show ID, whose rating we're gonna show. Okay, yeah, and count distinct again. Okay, and we're gonna change the title again this time. Changing font to Arial black, aligning it. Okay, so again the last visualization is also going to be horizontal bar chart. So clicking on stacked bar chart, and then we will be visualizing genres by total shows. Okay, and then later on I will do the aesthetic part of this dashboard. So in y-axis first we have to add genres listed in, like in what particular category are the particular show is listed. So clicking on listed in, and then also in x-axis we are going to have show id. So yes, this was for the most part all about our 5 dashboards. Let's again change the title. Genres by total shows. Changing it to my favorite font, Arial Black. Okay. And so yes, these were the 5 visualizing elements of this dashboard. So let's now add KPIs also. I think it would enhance our dashboard more, but let's first create space for that. Clicking on card. So I'm gonna have total titles first. So there's around 9655 titles, right? Let's add the title. Total titles. Arial Black again, it's already been there. Yeah, aligning it already done. Yeah, perfect. So I'll change the color later on, but I think the Amazon Prime Video logo is around like bluish kind of, So let's do that already. But I'll do that later on. Let's undo that. I'll change the aesthetic elements later on, okay, when we are going to finalize the dashboard. So let's copy it. One more time. So I'm gonna add 5 KPIs. I'll adjust the size of it later on. This is perfect for the most part, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, and now I think I should align the dash visual elements. So this space for logo photo, which I'm going to add. So let's put release here over here. Show ID over here, shows count over here, shows count over here. Show ID in between. And show ID by release next to show ID by country. I'll change the dimensions of it just a little. And So yeah, so now add the background, I guess. So let's just restructure our fourth visualization bar chart. So to show ratings and all, so also changing the title over here again, show ID count by rating. Changing it to Arial black, aligning it. Perfect. So yeah, I think we should put it over here. Okay, and just minimize it a bit, put it over here. Yeah, so all three below should align. Okay, so there's space for logo now. Okay, so now let's add a background image, I guess. So I've already selected a suitable background, decreasing the transparency, fill it. Okay, so now I'm gonna change the color combination, okay, which will make everything more aesthetic now. Okay, so clicking on effect, background color, let's be black, and title, make it white. Perfect. Okay, also having visual border, which should be white in color, I guess. Keep it 20. Also switching on shadow. How does it look? Also changing the y-axis to white, values to white. Okay, perfect, I guess. So let's do similar stuff for rest of the visualizations also. Let's do it with this one also. Going to effects, background color to black, visual border on, shadow on, 20. Okay, so let's see how does it look. Okay. Okay, and clicking on values, white, y-axis, values, white. Perfect. Let's switch off the title. genre, okay, and make it white. Make it white. The title color should also be white. Perfect. Okay, now clicking on effects. Okay, background color is there. Title color has to be changed to white. Perfect. Is there anything else we can do? I think border should be, outline should be white, just like genres by total shows. So yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do similarly with this one also. Clicking on general, clicking on effects, background black, visual border on, shadow on, text color white. Perfect, I guess, for the most part. Yes. Okay, so similarly with shows count, format the visual, effects, background black, visual border on, shadow on, white, rounded corners, shadow white. All perfect, I guess, for the most part. Yes. Okay, shadow count, the title has to be in white too. Okay, so done. Okay, and now the last visualization. Clicking on effects, background color black, visual border on, white, 20 px, shadow white, and the title has to be in white as well. Perfect. And the axis color should also be in white. Perfect. Okay, so now I think only KPI aesthetic is pending, so let's do that similarly as we did the other visualization changes. So clicking on title, title should be blue, and but the number has to be in white. That looks much better, I guess. And the title is it Arial black? It is Arial black. Perfect. Is it bold? No. So I just did that, aligned it. Perfect. Okay, so similarly I'm gonna do it with the rest of the KPIs. So but let's change the values first. Okay, I forgot to do that. So in this KPI, the earlier one had total number of titles. This one should have total number of ratings, I guess. distinct ratings, which would be around 25. Perfect. So let's design it. It should be white. It won't be visible currently, but it will later on. Effects, background black, title bluish. Perfect. Keep it 15. Yes. So now in this KPI, I should have genres, total number of genres. First change that. Which would be counting distinctly. Just a second. No. So I should have category over here, which is listed in which particular category? Drama, comedy. Count distinct 519. Perfect. So now changing the visual elements of this as well, converting it into white, title to blue, 15, going to effects, background color black. And I think I forgot to change the border area, and in the earlier KPIs I'll do that just now to align with the other cards. Keeping it white, visual border white, 20 px. Okay, I think it looks okay. Perfect, I guess. Okay, so let's change the border of these KPI cards also. Switching on the shadow also. So now clicking on visual. Is it aligning? No, it's not. So let's change it again. Just a second. So let's delete it first. Let's copy it. Okay, so total rating KPI is also done. Total titles, sorry. Titles, total ratings, total genres. Perfect. Let's do this similar with the other two KPIs. First of all, let me delete that because we have already cracked the design we want. So just copy paste. And in this one I'm gonna have total number of directors, okay, whose movies are listed in our database. So director, yeah, count, it would be more than 5,000, I guess. Yes, so 5,771. Change the title, total directors or film makers. Let's decrease the font size. And lastly, I think we're gonna have total number of countries. Perfect. So I think for the most part we are done with our dashboard, and there's just logo placement which we have to do. So I've already got a logo which I thought gonna look cool in my dashboard. Perfect. Let me just stretch it a bit. So finally, I guess we have the desired dashboard. Okay, uh, visualizing Amazon Prime data. Okay, we can see show ID by country, rating, genres by total number of shows, and we got a map over here. We also got 5 KPIs I've visualized for you guys. Okay, so this is a beginner dashboard, good enough if you're just starting out in your Power BI journey. You should do such kind of dashboard. Okay, and the data set for this particular dashboard is available on Kaggle. I'll paste it. I'll give you guys the link in the description. So stay tuned for next tutorial. Thank you. So, okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching La Data YouTube channel. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe La Data's YouTube channel for further more amazing tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.